I was watching an interview today. There's a guy who wrote the book *Sapiens*, very popular book. Anyways, he was telling the interviewer that it's not closing borders that's going to help us. It's closing that connection between the animal world and the human world that's going to help us in the future.
So everybody should become a vegan?
Pretty much. Vegetarian, maybe start with vegetarian first.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be closing our world to China. That's going to help. Bro, all the viruses are coming out of there. Like, think about it. All the fucked up shit's coming out of there. Like, we need to just be like, no, you guys fucking live with whatever the fuck you're doing over there.
Yeah.
And get to live with whatever we want. And
China's a different. They have so many people. The way they do things is so different. And the thing is that you think of China. Chinese economy is grown exponentially, right? So like, it was going so that they officially own so many things that we like. The housing market in Montreal in Canada. And, like, go to Vancouver, go to Toronto, like 70% of the housing market is owned by Chinese investors.
Yeah. I don't think the world should close off to China. I think the UN just needs to get involved and say, look, chicken, beef, fish, and sometimes pork. And that's it. You understand? Those are the meats. Those are the designated meats.
They won't stop.
You can't eat lion. You understand? That's meant for the circus.
Never gonna stop. He's good.
I think air travel is gonna be crazy. And like, let's say in 6 months you want to travel, you're gonna have to go to a hospital first, get like all the tests.
I mean,
Sammy,
you're
in New York.
Sammy, you're gonna be affected because you travel all the time. There's gonna be a pain for
though?
you.
The timing just worked out for some reason. Like, my shows are all going to be Quebec shows now.
Wow.
It was scheduled as of beginning 2021. It was only Quebec.
That's actually very fortunate.
Yeah, but
it's just to be regular Quebecers that have sex with their sisters and brothers.
Oh man, who would have thought Quebec was going to be the safest province?
They're doing it right. I gotta say, no matter what people think of the CAC and whatever else, politically, these guys, Legault and Arruda, are actually, having been in Europe, having been in the States, having been everywhere, and watching it all over the world, they're doing it right.
But they're doing it, but then they have no choice. Like, look at the amount of diabetes we have here.
Yeah, but compared to the States, no. Like, look at the U.S.
Yeah.
U.S. is another level. Like, if you fall sick in the U.S., first of all, they don't have health care. And number two, a lot of them have, they're overweight. They have a big obesity problem. It's bigger than anywhere in the world. It's going to be pretty harsh in the U.S.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's very true.
That's a scary thought.
Do you think they're going to lock down Canada? Do you think we're going to reach that level that they're going to lock down the cities by force?
I think they might lock certain cities. It depends where it's rampant. Like New York. I'm sure they're going to lock. I don't think they're going to have a choice soon. Because you can't have those people going to other regions or cities and infecting everybody there. I think New York's going to be one of the first ones to get locked down. And it's easy.
Yeah.
It's easy. You just have to shut down the bridges, the tunnel, and you're good to go,
The hardest reality for me to come to terms with is that I know that I will not be able to do stand-up in New York for the next 6 months. 2020 is done for comedy.
Yeah, if it's that bad, I don't think anybody wants to hear your fucking jokes.
Sandy's like, 2020 is done, man. We're finished. It's over. I'm gonna be in this corner for the next 6 months recording podcasts.
Oh man.
Fuck everybody dying. I still feel sad not to do jokes.
You guys, promise me something. We're gonna continue this podcast as long as there is internet. Okay.
Yeah, which we're talking about the next 3 months.
Oh, there. You see, Santi.
Okay. No, yeah.
How long do you think this is gonna last?
I know, as I said, like I think is going to be 2 months. This is okay. Like I'll give you guys my optimistic, because I'm an optimist. I'm gonna like my positive outlook of the next 3 months. I think we're gonna get back to some like a sense of normality in 2 months from now, where people are allowed to go do their activities and everything, not in like big numbers, but you can still go, and maybe restaurants are going to be limited to whatever the half of the capacity they have, meaning if you have any comedy shows, they'll be very very small, um because legally they're going to be like, you won't be able to do this. The 2 months might be too close, but maybe 3 months or 4 months from now. But people need to, the thing is that people need to get part-time jobs as soon as possible,
Man,
because
Santi, you don't know what's coming, man.
oh man, am I being too
You're all being optimistic, dude. Listen to me. As of next week, everyone's hunting their supper. You understand? As of next week.
We don't have too many choices here in Montreal, you know. Beavers, maybe, and seagulls and pigeons.
I like how Santi's like, I'll give you my, I'm an optimist, and then he goes to this shit. You're just like, that wasn't fucking.
Thank God he's an optimist.
Oh, no, but I think that a month is now totally not happening. 2 months more likely, and I'm just basing that case because of China and South Korea.
I think it's gonna depend on the region. I think like New York's gonna take probably 6 months.
Yeah.
I think Quebec will probably take
3 months.
I think maybe 30 to 45 days. But I think like tourism is going to be dead. We're not going to accept anybody here.
No,
that's so true.
Yeah.
So whatever things are in the summer here, they're mostly either going to have a smaller format, or they'll probably get postponed.
I don't think anything's going to happen. I think it's going to be lockdown until the fall. There's not going to be anything going on.
So Just for Laughs is not happening. That's a decisive no.
I don't think so. I mean, I don't decide, but it's not looking good.
I don't think they will, because the NBA, like, think of all the soccer, like baseball, every major sport is canceled.
But this is the thing: the NBA and the NHL, they had the choice of like just having games with no fans, and they didn't want to do it.
But even the players were tested positive.
Players were infected. Well, the guy who started touching all the microphones was.
So the problem is that it's not just the audience; it's also the guys playing.
Yeah.
And I mean, with Just for Laughs, you have to bring in foreign acts. They have to bring American acts. Who's flying in here? I watch commercials now because they bought the commercials a long time ago, program them. Yeah. You see travel commercials and it's awkward. When you're watching the news. You watch like commercials for sandals and stuff like that, and you're like, I don't want to be in a hot tub with 12 other people ordering alcohol right now. You watch those commercials and it's weird. It's like you're watching commercials that have been programmed for years.
Yeah.
And you can't in your mind get to the only commercials that seem to make sense are cleaning products. And
Mr. Clean makes sense.
And medication. And even like new cars. You're like, who's buying a new car right now? Everybody's putting their money in car. They stopped producing Hondas. They stopped. They shut down the factory for like Honda, like Chrysler. A bunch of them stopped producing, and commercials are still running. You're watching.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and you're like, no one's purchasing new cars right now. No one's. Everybody's out of a job. No one's buying travel stuff. Like now, there's a Listerine commercial that makes sense. Lysol makes sense.
Yeah. Condom commercials make sense, maybe.
Condom commercials make sense.
Yeah.
But a car commercial just came on. Like, there's no way.
You're right. You're absolutely right. Dude, have you guys just, because I just thought, I watched the show Black Mirror a couple years ago.
Oh, yeah. Those are
Have you guys seen that? Have you guys seen that show on Netflix?
It's always different. It's always different, right? Every episode is different.
Yeah, but what we're facing today is so close to those episodes that it's very spooky. It's very creepy to think about.
Which one? They're all different.
Well, no, the ones where like there's several of them, but there's one where like bees kill people. You know, you tweet, you hashtag death to this person, and then there's like I can't remember what it is, but it's like humanity is being faced with this challenge of people tweeting too much. So there's these bees that they manufacture because bees were extinct and they were gone, and then the person who programmed the bees programmed it so that every time you hashtag something on Twitter, it would go to that person and kill them. It
Oh,
was like a
wow.
crazy episode where you're like, wow, what the hell do you think is going to get to that point? And I mean, this is a different because this is a pandemic and it's like a virus that started somewhere, but essentially we're faced with something that's so global, and it was created because of human stupidity. And it's like wow, we're really like the worst species. Like we're just so bad at being here.
Yeah,
I really love dolphins.
but not to eat, right?
No, just to speak with.
Because that's how it starts.
Yeah, I was like,
Chicken, beef, fish, and sometimes pork. You understand, Ali?
Yeah, I understand. It's okay. I got it.
That's what it's got to be from now. Hand washing, it's like cough in your elbow, and chicken, beef, fish, and sometimes pork. That's got to be the campaign.
oh, I love it, dude.
Yes, sir.
I love it.
There's
Sammy
no
for
need to go
president.
vegan. Yeah, there's no need to go vegan. There's no need to go vegan. Just stick to those 4 meats that have been proven throughout humanity to work.
I couldn't agree more. Try to be like being vegan in California is fine. You don't like, you know, you can eat your stupid shakes and like it's warm, it's beautiful outside. But try being vegan in the middle of the winter in Quebec.
Yeah, that's tough.
You're gonna be cold for the whole winter.
Exactly.
Yeah,
It's true.
it's true.
All right, boys.
Too.
You guys want to wrap it up?
Sure.
Awesome. So
I'm
yeah,
hungry now.
I'm gonna go drink some more beer. Probably
And I'm
watch.
gonna go make some fish.
Yeah, dude. So again, I'll package everything and I'll start posting tomorrow. And yeah, we're good. We're doing great. So thanks for this, man. This is keeping me sane. So I really appreciate it.
Well, it's keeping
Cool.
me sane. Thanks, guys.
All right, guys.
Santi looks like days away from losing it.
Yeah. Thank God we don't have guns in this country. Thank God.
Just keeping me sane.
It's been like 3 days. It's been 3 days. Guys, it's keeping me sane. Dude, we've got 4 months to go. You've got 148 days to go.
It's keeping me sane. Oh my God.
This is
Oh my
painfully
God.
funny.
I hope
Oh.
you're here, bro.
All
right,
right, man. I'll talk to you
Cheers, guys.
All right,
Peace.
cheers.
Peace.
Be safe.